What is going on, y'all? Here we are, season 13. I'm actually loving it. I am liking it a lot. Warlock finally got an ornament worth wearing, even though their seasonal armor is butt ugly. Even with the ornaments, it's butt ugly. So I don't care about any of that shit. I managed to get a couple of new weapons. I haven't been playing much, haven't had a lot of time. But Frenzy seems to be the most popular perk I'm running into here. I don't really know if it only works specific to holding that gun, or if while you're in battle it'll proc, and when you switch to that gun it works on. If it works in general, I have no idea. Haven't played with it yet, but that shit's got Frenzy. My boa's got Frenzy, and I have another code Duello that has Frenzy, so I don't know if that'll end up being some sort of perk pull you want across the board for all three to do bonus damage and whatnot for Battlegrounds, because it's very obviously for Battlegrounds. We'll see. Battlegrounds is fun too. I'm enjoying that thoroughly. And they've combined the Chalice and like the prismatic recaster vibe here. I like it. You get your hammer, collect some gold, sock it in one of these mother effers, and then at the end of Battlegrounds you get 3 little chests that pop up. And you smash one of them and get some cool shit out of it. So I like it. If you guys are trying to get your aspects, make sure you just grab Vanguard aspects from the Stranger, both of them, for your fragments. Just do double Vanguard and do Nightfall strikes. You're going to be happy. You'll get it done quick, and you'll get a whole bunch of good gear, loot, level up quick doing Nightfalls. Do them on Heroic for now. Pray you get a good team. Because it is the Sepix Prime D1 strike, and it is just like the D1 strike. It is hard if you are under 1270 doing it heroic and your team sucks. Recommended loadout is Biting Winds, Royal Chase, and of course Black Talon. And then make sure you have your overload bow rounds on and your piercing scout rifle rounds. Seasonal artifacts, not too bad. I'm glad there's some bow shit going on here. And you get some sniper rifle piercing rounds. That's pretty nice, but I'm looking forward to getting the disrupting blade. And I hope that one double shot of crow's wings will be enough to take down overload champions and stun them. I mean, it don't really matter on anything like heroic, or 2 crow's wings pretty much kills an overload champion if you stun them and have a charge of light build. So, but this right here, lasting impression, is actually a really cool new perk on rocket launchers. Especially if you got impact casing and you do extra damage on direct hits. I'd take like, yellow bars, not majors, but it might be majors. We got majors and ultras, so yeah, I guess it technically is a major. I shoot that sucker with one of these and it sticks in him. It takes like 3/4 of his life away and then sticks in him for about 3 seconds and then explodes. That's a fun perk. I like that one. And this is the frickin' basically Shepherd's Watch, Belfry Bounty, Alone as a God, repurposed with a different barrel. That's basically it, but it is nice. You can definitely notice the changes they made to the sniper, to everything actually, to submachine guns, auto rifles, pulse rifles, everything, to keep it on par with mouse and keyboard players. Getting ready for that crossplay. Did a pretty good job. Yeah, nothing special about the far future as far as perks go. This was a fun one. This was one of the Nightfall weapons I got, which seems to be the first time I ran in and I led the board and score, which means you want to be the one doing the most damage and killing champions and getting multi-kills and doing the most damage to the boss. You're going to lead the top of the board. And the first time I did that, I think it was like my third time through, bam, got the brass attacks, which is nice. This is a pretty nice sidearm. I'm looking forward to using it on my hunter. I gave it a whirl with my warlock, and it does pretty good damage. Bow's nice too. I'm liking all the weapons. Jumped into the crypt to grab the first chest and got this bad boy. I already love reconstruction. I got one on another trusty. I got like 40 rounds in that sucker. But redirection is gonna be legit just for PvE. That is right there. You're basically combining your minor spec, boss spec, and major spec in one perk. Like that's gonna be significant. Plus the trusty is already a badass rifle. It's underutilized, but it's really a kick-ass scout rifle again, because everyone looks at the base stats and they're like, oh, the impact and the range is not as good as like the Royal Chase or something like that. No, you're insane. This sucker, it hits hard. All those raid weapons have intrinsic stats that you don't see. Outside of that, that's really all that's going on with the new season. You got the helm here, which is going to expand as we go. You got your vault, post office box, crows sitting down here doing absolutely nothing. And if you're not familiar with the recaster, this is where you'll go to turn in your Umbral Ingrams, which you don't want to start just cracking off yet. You want to start focusing them for now, until you get to a high enough level to where you're better off just, turning in regular umbrals for the chance to get exotics and shit instead of focusing them. And make sure if you get lower, check this all the time, because if you have like a 1263 or 1264 Engram and you focus it, it's going to be at 1266. I actually had one pop out 1269, so I don't know why that happened, but it did. But if you have like a 1267 and you come in here and focus it to 1266, it's going to be 1266. So make sure you pay attention to your engrams before you're focusing them or turning them in. And then you got your war table. This is where all the shit is going down with the Cabal. This is where you're going to be doing all your hammer shit. Basically the same damn thing you did with Varix. Same shit. Except the hammer shit's cool. I like it. Yeah, outside of that, not a whole lot going on. I mean, your aspect requires you to do a heroic version of the Exo Challenge, which I already did. I think it was Safeguard. It was easier than I expected. I didn't even really use the loadout I would have initially used, because I want to try the new bow. And you need an overload bow in there. So, yeah, there's a video up of it. Very easy. And I gotta get in here and start doing some of these now that they're ridiculously high. And that's really all that's going on. That's all that's real new. I haven't been on the moon yet, haven't had time, but supposedly the pit's got new weapons with perks only specific to weapons dropping in the pit. Moon's dropping all new weapons at higher levels. Dreaming City's supposed to be the same deal. I did go in here and do my coup de grace to try to get the 4th mark. They're fucking me on that. I don't think I'm ever going to get that. But yeah, that's where we're at. Outside of that, that is the new season. Oh, yeah, and when you go in here, do not collect your armor yet. Don't collect this shit. Do not grab this stuff until you get way into the season, until you get so close to being maxed out that you have to have pinnacle gear. Don't start picking that up, because this shit keeps going up. Mine started at 1261 when I first could have collected it. It is now at 1269. If I were to pick this one up now, this one over here would go up to like 1273, 1274, and so on. And you get like 2 sets of this gear, whatever it is. You get several pieces throughout, and if you wait till you're close to pinnacle time, these will basically turn into pinnacles for you. You won't have to wait week to week to get one little level up. Just trust me, save them. Do not grab them yet. You're going to get plenty of armor throughout this. You're going to get plenty of new armor. I can't even tell you how many seasonal armors I've already infused or dismantled. So just save those. Do not grab those yet. Trust me, I'm not steer you wrong. Oh, and the new shard, the aspect is awesome. This Bleak Watcher here, you can either throw your grenade like usual, whatever grenade you love, or you can consume that sucker and throw that bitch wherever, and a little turret pops up that tracks enemies all around you for about 20 seconds, and just it shoots them. If all the little shoots like 5 or 6 shots, and if I think 4 or 5 hit them, it'll freeze them. But if like less than 4 hit them, it'll just slow them down, kind of like the bubble does before it freezes them. But yeah, and you got some cool new fragments too. I haven't got the other 2 yet, but this one's great. Getting grenade energy every time you get hit by an enemy, and it works really, really well. And this bad boy was the other one I grabbed, where when you're near a frozen target or stasis crystal, you get reduced damage plus 10 recovery. So that's a pretty good one. You do lose a fragment though with the new aspect. So instead of having 4, you're down to 3. So I don't quite know if that's going to affect shit too much for me. I'll have to get back to y'all on that one. That's really all I got right now. Jump in, play around, be cautious about what you do. Don't pick up your seasonal armor yet out of there. Wait. Do as many nightfalls as you can for now. And make sure you rotate in between like Gambit and Crucible too. Like when you start seeing gear slowing down, like you're not getting as high a level. Like I literally got, all I did was my 3 Gambits, and that was just for some other shit because I had to do Gambit. But I mean, I've maybe played, I don't know, I don't want to lie, maybe like 10 hours, maybe. Sounds about right. I don't know. And I'm already at like 1274 from 1260, so I'll be up there by this weekend, pretty high up there. So yep, y'all get to getting, do your thing, enjoy the new season. It's pretty fun so far. Later.